What's up guys, and welcome back to the channel. Before we start today's video, I've partnered again with Audible to bring you guys a free trial. Text LIME to 500 or go to audible.com/LIME to activate it. As we all know, the last couple months have been crazy, and Audible has changed to support these new norms. They've really shifted their energy to find ways to help during these times. They have launched a bunch of new services, including stories.audible.com. There is so much free content for you guys out there. You can go over to that site and straight up click, stream, and listen. You don't need to be a member or anything. They've also launched Audible Sleep, which is a collection of content to help you go to bed at night to keep your mind and body on track. They've also opened up more of the Audible originals to their existing customers during this time. All of this is a great way to get off the screens, off the TV, off the computers, and just sit there, relax, and listen. You guys know I love my business. You guys know I love learning. Think and Grow Rich is an amazing title if you're looking for a good listen. So text LIME to 500 or go to audible.com/LIME. You will activate your free trial and you can get listening today. Without further ado, let's get into today's video. What's up guys, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to another video. As you can see, what we did in the last video, we finished up here getting all of like our rocker assemblies. This thing I need to clean up. Pretty much the injector harness, the top, pretty much top of the motor. Not like the full top end of the motor, but all our valve train components pretty much out. So we can install our ARP head studs today. These super beefy studs will be going in our motor here soon. As you can see, we have an interesting 12-point socket here. And frankly, I don't have a full 12-point socket set. So we're gonna run up to, honestly, it's going up to AutoZone by a single socket. Come on back and start installing these studs. Katie actually just took my Hellcat, so what we're left with is the Power Stroke, my Ram, which won't drive because all of our rockers are out, and we've got our purple Chevy. However, our purple Chevy is perfectly put for us to work on our truck. So that's right, boys, we're taking the good old 6.0 today. It's actually funny, but something about this truck. It's just so fun. The smell of old diesel, my goodness. I actually pulled this truck in last night, and when I did, the summertime air and just the smell of old 6.0 exhaust honestly threw me back to when I was like a teenager. My buddy had so many 6.0s in his day, and that's all I ever smelled, like every single day after school, every night. All we ever did was sit there and work on them, so just like, it honestly threw me back. Never gets old. And the exhaust on here is changing very soon as well. This 03 turbo is absolutely just gonna scream. Well, picked up a few things actually. I got a 14 shallow, 14 deep, 12-point. Fits perfectly, so both of these I assume are gonna help us out. Also, 6.0 not blowing cold anymore, so I got an AC Pro to recharge it. I've used this so many times and it's just worked every time. Worked on actually 06 Cummins, what I had. Worked on that, worked on my buddy's Highlander, worked on my mom's van, worked on so many things. But love this stuff. Now it's time for hours and hours and hours of removing and torquing head bolts. How fun. Okay, so I just got all of them out of their tubes. As you can see, there are studs, not by much, but they are in fact longer. These are your exhaust manifold side studs, and these are your, everything else studs. So make sure you note that if you're going to do this on your truck, especially on the ARP 625s. 625s come stainless, 425s come like black, and then the 625s come with the 12-point nut, and then the 425s, I believe, just come with the standard, I forget what size socket, but I think that's how they are different. So we got all set up here, literally hood's open, ready to attack our head studs. And I realized my torque wrench is in the back of the Hellcat, which Katie has, and she's like hour or two away, so that's not even gonna, I just honestly can't wait. So I'm gonna run over to Home Depot, pick up another torque wrench. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. But pretty much everything's set up here. I'm also missing all my 10mm sockets, which is absolutely hilarious. The small 10, the big 10, and then the 1/2-inch drive 10, also missing. But the one of them is stuck behind the grill in here on my ratchet, if you guys didn't see that in the last video. But to get the grill off, you need 10mm sockets. Just one of those days, guys. Change of plans. Katie's on her way home now, so I'm gonna try and find some kind of, I'll probably use my little gear wrench, get that 10mm out, and get my Dremel. And we do need to modify this kind of rocker housing here, back here, this little area, because the new head stud will kind of come through and like protrude into this part. So kind of got to mill that out. Hold the phone. I have a 10mm swivel. The day is saved. We got it. And kind of a blessing in disguise, because this is a wonderful step to step on to get to those last couple cylinders. So I needed the ratchet moreover because I needed the M12 battery off of it more than the socket, but we just got to come in here and mill that out. Just one of those days. Katie just got home with the Hellcat, so disregard the coconuts. They were all legally obtained. Guys, it's been, I don't even have my phone because it died, but it's been a long afternoon. I think I started this at about 2 and maybe 5, 6 o'clock, so you know, a couple hours here and there. We've got 24 out of 26 of our head studs installed and torqued to 100 foot-pounds. Obviously, you guys know how you go in a circle, 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 so you come all the way out. We got them all installed except the last front 2, so these last 2 will be quite easy for us to swap out. As you can see, obviously all the other ones are switched to the ARP 625s, and what you might think is the back 2 studs weren't that much of a problem to install. Now you'd think them in a hard to reach area and all that, they would be quite difficult, but that's kind of what I was dreading this whole project, was the back studs. To be honest, went in with a breeze. Hardest one, to be honest, was the one right behind this coolant riser here, because it was hard to get wrenches and stuff in there. It still was not difficult. Just took a little longer because you had like this much to crank on. I know a lot of you would probably say, oh, head studs, and look at everything I just did and be like, oh man, that's super difficult. I don't want to tackle that at home. To be honest, I thought this was going to be a lot worse than it was. I honestly thought that you'd probably be better off taking this to a shop, have someone do it, and you know, all of that. However, at the end of the day, let me tell you something. This is probably one of the easier complex installs I've done, as dumb as that sounds, but head studs, it's not like swapping a tire out. It's quite involved, but for it being quite of an involved project, this is quite simple, quite easy, and truthfully, I'm gonna be honest, if you're semi-handy, you could take care of this at home as well. Save yourself, you know, 5 hours, 6 hours of labor. Shop might even charge you 10 just to take their time. Save you $1,000. Obviously, I'm speaking for the Cummins owner here. Power Stroke, Duramax, can't really speak for you, but for this inline 6 Cummins, it's quite simple. To re-torque everything down, you're on the home stretch, and I'm thankful to be in this position finally. What you're going to do is repeat your torque sequence all the way around. If you have the ARP 625s, it's different than the 425s. 425s torque lower than the 625s based on the strength of your stud. We're going to get these are at 100. We're going to do 100, 125, and then bump it up to 150. The instructions say some installers bump it to 165. However, we are not going to do that. It literally says use those values at your own risk, but we are going to bump this to 150. It will be good to go. Repeat your sequence all the way around 2 times over, and you can start reassembly. Holy crap, guys, look at that. Definitely needs some cleaning under the engine bay here, but she's all put back together. All the connectors are back in their place, and we're ready. I guess we'll leave the hood open. Fire up, make sure everything sounds good. If something's off, check our lash, do some other stuff. If I can remember where I put my keys. It's like 8:39. I started at 2 and I did the all the studs in between, took a little break, so about 6 hours. It's not bad at all for the first time doing something. Wow, I didn't put the parking brake on. Good me. But It's in gear though, don't worry. Not bad for the first time. And can't wait to get those turbos on. Let's fire up. She's purring, just checking for any possible like leaks or anything I missed. Make sure obviously everything's at 165 foot-pounds, but I'm making sure our rocker leg housing is all seated correctly. Well guys, there you have it. 6 hours later. Head studs installed, ready for the turbo. I guess I really didn't need to put that on because we're going to take that off again. To get that compound twin S475 in here. You know, as a kid growing up, I always, you'd talk about mods like this and turbos and twin installs and head studs, dual disc clutches. Not so much when I was a kid. Trucks this big, huge lifts, all that were popular. Not so much. It was pretty much just like, a 6 or 8 inch lift was just out of bounds back in the day. Now 12 inch, 13, 16, all the SEMA size lifts are almost normal, which kind of sucks because lift kits that size are just expensive. Whether you put them on Rams, Fords, Chevys, anything this big does come at a price. But I just feel super accomplished. It literally throws me back. I've got some like war paint going on here. I didn't pay someone, which would be, 120 bucks an hour times 6-7 hours. They'd probably honestly they'd probably charge you for 8 anyway. I didn't pay someone $1,000 to do that. I took 6 hours out of my day. That's what's awesome, guys. The little things add up, guys. Just make note of that. And this is probably one of the biggest installs I was dreading, but I was like, oh, am I gonna be able to do it? What am I gonna do? Do I know what I'm doing? I really don't. But you know what? Everything comes with instructions. Take your time, do it. Pull out your torque wrench, pull out your tools. You can make it happen. Some of the studs were hard to get to, but nothing that, really like made your mind just like hate the day. So decently easy install, very time consuming, but yes, you can do it at home, and I'm so happy I just saved so much money doing that here and not taking it somewhere and doing it. That's awesome. Well guys, if you made it this far in the video, you've probably noticed all this stuff over here from Banks Power, and obviously you guys have seen KD60 is back. You could put 2 and 2 together and you know what's going on. That'll be going down here shortly, so 6.0 build is officially underway. Twin turbos, compounds, Wehrli. That's what time it is for our Ram. We got our lift pump installed, head studs installed. Honestly, like I said, guys, now it's time to throw that turbo on, get the truck retuned, and well, that itself will be a whole new animal. But after that, we'll get our gears thrown in there, re-gear this back to stock. It's just gonna be nuts, 6-speed and all. It's just gonna be an incredible animal, and I cannot wait to hear that S475 just whistle. As dumb as that sounds, yes, it's a Cummins, but I can't wait to hear that thing whistle, shifting gears. That's going to be absolutely incredible. So guys, if you can appreciate me sitting there taking care of this myself at home in a driveway, shoot this video a thumbs up. Especially a SEMA truck, guys. This ain't short, but we made it work. If you guys can appreciate that, shoot this video a thumbs up. If you enjoyed it, shoot this video a thumbs up. If you haven't been here before, please get down there, click subscribe. Take care. I will see you guys in the next video. Still on the lookout for a new build. The vehicle I looked at in last video, still not ready as of today, which is the day after I looked at it, but 2 days for you guys. So hopefully when you guys are watching this video, we're checking it out and hopefully bringing it home. So I just want to say thank you guys for watching. Take care, and I will see you guys in the next video.